Would you light my candle? It's Candlelight Memorial. Hi, I'm Victoria Wondersnatch, the mother of Drag Cabaret, and every year we volunteer for AFA by raising funds for the Fund for the Arts to combat stigma and discrimination in people living with HIV. The Singapore AIDS Candlelight Memorial is observed every third Sunday of May. It is a day to remember the lives lost to those of the AIDS epidemic, to show solidarity with people living with HIV, and to fight against stigma and discrimination. Now, let's talk about a recent development in Singapore. In 2024, the amendment to the Infectious Diseases Act was passed. This amendment means that people living with HIV who have undetectable viral loads are no longer required to inform their sexual partners of their HIV status. Why is this a step in the right direction? Well, it shows that the law is finally informed by modern science. That is, the principle of undetectable equals untransmissible, or U equals U. You might have already heard that people living with HIV can now lead normal, healthy lives because of medical treatment that keeps their viral load undetectable. But do you also know that when the viral load is undetectable, it is also untransmittable, which means there is zero risk of them transmitting HIV to their sexual partners. With zero risk of transmission, there is zero need for a law that criminalizes non-disclosure. And anyway, sexual health is the responsibility of all parties involved, not just those living with HIV. In the spirit of the AIDS Candlelight Memorial, we're going to light these candles, we would like to talk about the topic of laws and policies that might discriminate against people living with HIV. Now, why is it so important to make changes to discriminatory policies? It is not only to promote equal rights for people living with HIV, it is also to help reduce the fear, ignorance, and stigma surrounding the virus. If you really want to reduce HIV transmission, policies that instill fear and discriminate against minority sexual practices can be counterproductive. Such policies also make people think twice before coming forward for HIV testing or treatment. Instead, we need more policies that increase access to HIV information, testing, treatment, and services. Educate people about how important it is to know their HIV status, teach people on how treatment can prevent AIDS and save lives, and let everyone know that people living with HIV are very much part of our lives. We want to remember that we have come a long way since the very first AIDS Candlelight Memorial in 1983. And we want to remember that many lives lost to the AIDS epidemic. With our current medications and knowledge, there's no reason why anyone should ever die from AIDS ever again, or to pass the virus on for that matter. Instead, it's fear, stigma, and discrimination that lead to reduced access to life-preserving treatment. So, in remembrance, let's take a stand against stigma and discrimination, be supportive allies of those impacted by HIV, and shine a light towards a more loving world for everyone. You might ask, how can you be part of the AIDS Candlelight Memorial this year? You can wear this pin or a red ribbon, like this. And if anyone asks what you're wearing this for, talk to them about the purpose of the memorial and why raising HIV awareness is so important. Or show them this video. You can also share a short message of support for people living with HIV. Type it out and send it to AFA's socials before 18th of May, and they'll showcase that during the AIDS Candlelight Memorial Day. If you or someone close to you have a personal story about HIV, or if you would like to make a tribute to someone affected by HIV, please share it with AFA too. Your sharing can raise awareness to help everyone on their own life journey. And that's why we all say,